What would you do if you discovered your best friend secretly stole your destiny? Imagine watching your entire life collapse overnight, while the person you trusted most suddenly begins living your exact life. That's what happened to Blessing. At first, she thought it was bad luck. But soon, the sickness started. The suffering became unbearable. And hidden behind it all was a terrifying spiritual secret. But what happened when a village babalawo finally exposed the truth? Shocked everyone. Because before the end of this story, one confession would destroy everything. If you believe some betrayals are impossible to forgive, like this video and subscribe to the story room. Because the darkest enemies are sometimes the people closest to us. After visiting the shrine, everything changed completely. Tina suddenly became the center of attention everywhere they went. Rich men called her constantly. She traveled frequently, received expensive gifts, and lived a luxurious lifestyle. Meanwhile, Blessing lost everything. Clients disappeared. Money stopped coming. Her body became weak. Sometimes she couldn't even afford food. But the worst part wasn't the poverty. It was Tina's behavior. Instead of helping Blessing, she slowly began disrespecting her. At clubs, wealthy men ignored Blessing completely and focused only on Tina. And whenever Blessing questioned what was happening, Tina always said, "Relax. Everything will be okay." But things kept getting worse. Blessing stopped sleeping at night. Strange rashes covered her body. Her face looked tired and dark. Deep inside, she knew something unnatural was happening. One morning, Blessing finally decided to return to the village. The moment her grandmother saw her, she became frightened. "This is not ordinary suffering," the old woman whispered. Blessing explained everything. The sudden downfall, the sickness, the strange way Tina's life suddenly changed. Immediately, her grandmother took her to a respected village babalawo. The moment the old man saw Blessing, his expression changed completely. He stared at her carefully before asking, "Who covered your destiny with native darkness?" Blessing froze. The babalawo explained that spiritually, her face was covered with soot. Someone close to her had spiritually exchanged her favor. Tears rolled down Blessing's face. Everything finally made sense. The babalawo prepared spiritual water and instructed her to bathe with it immediately. The moment she poured the water over herself, something shifted. Far away in the city, Tina suddenly began screaming uncontrollably. Tina cried loudly, fell to the ground, and started confessing randomly. People around her became terrified. She begged to be taken back to the village immediately. When Tina finally arrived at the village square, a huge crowd had already gathered. Villagers watched in silence as she collapsed before Blessing. Then suddenly, she confessed everything. How she secretly visited the babalawo first. How she became jealous of Blessing's success. How they exchanged Blessing's destiny using ritual. The entire village gasped in shock. Blessing stood frozen. The same person she helped like a sister had secretly destroyed her life. But suddenly, Tina remembered something terrifying. The babalawo had once warned her. "The day you confess publicly, madness will begin." And because so many villagers were present, her punishment would last for years. Do you think Tina deserved what happened to her? Or do you believe jealousy can drive people into darkness? Comment below. Suddenly, Tina started laughing uncontrollably, then crying, then screaming. Villagers stepped back in fear. Her eyes rolled wildly as she shouted, "I only wanted her life." People covered their mouths in shock. Some started praying. Others ran away in fear. And then Blessing finally spoke. "I treated you like family," she said quietly. "But jealousy destroyed your heart." Silence filled the village square. Because in that moment, everyone realized something painful. Not every friend wants to see you succeed. And as Tina ran mad through the village screaming, Blessing simply stood there, watching the truth destroy the friendship forever. After that day, Blessing slowly recovered. Her health improved. Peace returned to her life. And opportunities slowly came back again. But the betrayal changed her forever. She became wiser, more careful, more spiritually aware. As for Tina, her story became a warning throughout the village. People used her downfall as an example of what jealousy can do to a person. Because stolen blessings never last forever. Eventually, truth always returns. Jealousy is dangerous because it grows silently. A person can smile with you today, while secretly wishing they had your life tomorrow. This story reminds us to choose friends carefully and protect our peace. Because not everyone close to you truly wants the best for you. And no matter how hidden evil may seem, truth eventually comes to light. Thank you for watching this emotional story on the Story Room channel. If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear this lesson about jealousy, betrayal, and friendship. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more unforgettable stories.